Later, and residents of Cherokee are still feeling the effects of another lasting effect of Mother Nature, historic flooding. KTIV's Gabriela Quinones has their unique stories.
Don't trust the river. I lived by the river my whole life, and I've never seen anything like this before.
Back in 2013, Mark Casey raised his house 3 feet off the ground to be above the 100-year floodplain that FEMA recommended. Now, last year, the floodwaters went 3 feet into his home. That is a total of 6 feet of water rushing towards his home.
We had about a half an hour to get out. And we went over to my sister-in-law's house thinking we'd be safe there. And it came over and got in her house too, for the first time ever.
Casey relocated to another home in town. He says he feels more at ease now.
We're a good 50 feet higher now, so if it rains, we just laugh. We're no longer, and we used to get anxiety every time it rained, so no more.
Some homes had the foundation completely wiped out in the flood. Pete Snap says his home doesn't have any structural integrity, making it unlivable. He hasn't touched his home in a year and is hoping for a buyout.
There's not really much of any salvage in them. The water was a foot above the kitchen counters. So it's a mess in there. There's really no salvage.
Snap is living in a new home now, but he says it's nothing compared to what his previous home was like.
I still see it as my home, yeah. I took a lot of pride in them, it was a nice location, and yeah, it's gone.
Some residents had a hard time coping with the flood. Jim Gano said he had to go back to his military training to survive the flood.
I was wading out of my back door up past my knees. Water, swift, cold, and I almost didn't make it.
Gano says he has PTSD from his time in the military, and seeing the floodwaters in his home almost reverted him back.
Fortunately, I was able to take and save myself. I saved myself from myself.
Gano is living in a camper trailer behind his home while he rebuilds. Every resident in Cherokee has their own flood story, but there's one thing they all have in common: community.
There's a whole lot of people here in this community that are pulling for me, and so I'm grateful for that too.
People are coming from all around and giving us money or whatever,
I can't say enough about what Cherokee did for me. Yeah.
In Cherokee, Iowa, Gabriela Quinones, KTIV News 4.
Those residents impacted by the flood are still recovering from the damage, but they are very grateful for all the support from their community.